Dawn's already in there. Is she doing the mental health? Mhm. Claudia's in. Jen? You know the difference between a wife at the back door banging to get in and a dog at the back door barking to get in?
Nothing.
Well, there's a difference. You let both of them in, the dog will become quiet. I don't think so. I think I'm positive.
Wait, is the wife at the front door banging to get in and the dog at the back door banging to get in?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Morning. Oh, Jesus.
That's not necessarily 17 years of my buddies. And I came home and I thought, my wife had been drinking tea all day. She would get up. And I felt stupid for clicking on it, but it was funny.
Same theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that house is a bitch.
Yes, there was. Hola.
Farkas.
That would be
Farkas is in. Just need the jail. It's the jail, right? Start.
Good morning, Judge.
Are you?
Doing good.
Mr. Mason first.
Mason?
just waiting for your lawyer to get hooked up here. Andy, you're muted right now. We can't see you.
You're muted.
You're not muted. You're not Andy.
Yeah. Can't see.
Your lawyer's muted.
Oh,
May not hook up.
I'll be right there.
There we go. He had to get a qualified person to hook him up.
I'll be right there.
It's not hooking up. Not hooking up to Farkas's computer.
there he is.
There we go. All right. Mr. Mason, if
Yes,
you would,
sir.
raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Donald Eugene Mason?
Yes, sir.
And you understand, you can put your hand down. You understand you have two cases pending. One charged you with criminal trespass, the other one charged you with theft.
Yes, sir.
Verizon, there are three.
I only have two.
I have 02-81726,
I don't have that.
2021,
I don't have that one.
81724, 2021, and 80128, 2021.
Is it in here?
It's in the queue.
Okay. We just found the other one. Hang on. Is it all the same? There it is. It has you working with it, so I can't see it. What's the charge? What's the charge? Waiting, right? Okay. All right. All right. You have 3 cases pending now. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like in each case, you and your attorney have worked out plea agreements for 30 days in jail with credit for at least 93 days. You'll be time served on each case as of today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To each of these charges, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept to plead guilty in each case, find you guilty in each case, sentence you to 30 days in jail in each case. You'll get credit for at least 93 days in each case. You will be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
All right, good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
See you later.
I'll be getting hold of you, Mr. Parkers.
Good. Can we have Mr. Ards, Miss Ards?
Mr. Judge.
Can't get it out of my queue. All right. All right. Blair Ards, all right.
Yes, sir.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Blair Mackenzie Ards?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand your charge in this case with resisting arrest?
Yes, sir.
And have you had enough time to go over this case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand your attorney is online with us? We're doing this plea electronically.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of resisting arrest, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 40 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 55 days. You should be time served as of right now, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
Good luck. Thank y'all.
Okay, thank you.
See you later. Then we need Powell, but his attorney's not on yet. Mito. We can do our mental health hearing.
You want to do the mental health, Judge?
Yeah, your attorney's not here yet, so we're gonna go ahead and do this other hearing real fast, and we'll get back to you, okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Right. This is on Cindy Congrove?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Okay. And it looks like it's an unauthorized use of a vehicle, $5,000 bond. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. And did you want to call your client?
Yes, I can do
Good.
that.
Something just happened. We didn't hear what you said.
I can either call Ms. Congrove, or I can just tell you what the newest action plan is and what she's got waiting for her when she is released from jail.
I'll let you choose.
I think it's going to be quicker if I tell you what's going on.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so Ms. Congrove, Joseph Hill with the Mental Health Division came and did an action plan, met with her for an action plan. Ms. Fox updated that action plan with me yesterday. It does involve LifePath. Ms. Congrove is wanting to go back to LifePath. She visited LifePath the last time that she exited jail, but it was only once. And she has expressed not only to me, but everyone else that she would like to go back and get on meds and get some counseling. And so she's interested in that. Knowing that, I reached out to LifePath as well as Mr. Hill did. And they are going to, I don't know where this is. Hold on a minute, Judge. I pulled up the wrong one. The action plan has Ms. Congrove, she is employed. I called her employer and spoke with him. His name is Julio Rodriguez. He's also a friend of hers. He's known her for years. He is going to give her a cell phone when she gets back to work. He has 4 extra lines, and he has chosen a number for that he has given to me that he will give to Ms. Congrove when she gets back into the office. And I have that number, and so does the Mental Health Division. Ms. Fox and Mr. Hill have that number as well. She was working part-time when she was arrested. She would still be working part-time. She's got that job waiting for her. It'll be a secretarial position in an independent contractor's business. This person's known her for 3 years. She's got family ties. She's got her son, Tyler Hickman, her daughter, Gina Hickman, her ex-husband, Richard Hickman. All of them are accessible. She does have a vehicle. However, the last that we knew, it was being fixed in the Mercedes of Dallas. So I'm sure she's anxious to get out and try to figure out where that is. Most importantly, LifePath, if she's released today by the court, will be picking her up. They're going to give her a ride. And they recommend the EOU/CRU for her. They're going to pick her up and they'll take her to the facility for an inpatient treatment, Judge, and she'll be required to stay there as long as LifePath recommends that she stay for stabilization. Once they've released her, then obviously she's got a home in Princeton to go back to, and she's got the job with Julio Rodriguez. So if there's anything that's incorrect about that, Ms. Congrove can correct me, but I think that's all in her favor.
Okay. Does the state have any questions based on any of that?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a couple questions for Ms. Congrove.
Okay.
Ms. Congrove, Julio, you said that your attorney just said that Julio Rodriguez is your employer. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you were picked up for this offense, was he was present at the residence? Was that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did he call the police?
No, ma'am.
Okay. However, you were at his residence when the police showed up. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you said that you have a home in Princeton. Who lives at that home with you?
Just me.
Okay. And your car is currently getting maintenance, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So whose car were you using when you were arrested for this offense? Was that not?
Judge, I'm gonna object because that goes to the offense itself.
Sustained.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm just trying to figure out if she has a car and where it is in this particular circumstance.
Already told you where the car is.
Okay, so Ms. Congrove, do you have access to a car right now?
Whenever I'm released.
Okay, was your car in maintenance at the time that this offense occurred?
I'm gonna object. She's fishing for discovery and information towards the offense. That's not relevant right now.
I don't think it's relevant either, so I'm going to sustain the objection.
Okay. Ms. Congrove, when you originally were booked into the jail, you were placed on level 2 suicide watch. Is that right?
Yes.
And are you currently taking medication while you're in the jail right now?
Yes.
Is that medication helping?
Yes.
Have you always taken medication for your depression?
When I wasn't self-medicating, yes.
Okay. And when were you first diagnosed with depression?
Whenever I was about 14,
And how old are you now? I'm sorry.
47.
Okay. And throughout that time, have you always been taking medication for your depression?
I didn't always take it, but I didn't learn I could take medication really into my late 20s.
Okay. And then have you recently been seeing a doctor or psychiatrist for depression and anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. Who is that doctor?
Life Path. I don't know the doctor's name exactly.
Okay. Were you seeing anyone before you went to LifePath?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And so you first saw LifePath based off an emergency detention order, is that right? Back in July? Is that when did you go to LifePath in July, Ms. Congrove?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that on your own accord?
No, ma'am.
And you stopped going to LifePath. Can you tell us what that reason was?
Because I didn't have a ride. I didn't have a vehicle.
Okay. So you haven't had a vehicle for a while. Would that be a fair statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know when your vehicle is going to be out of maintenance?
Object to relevance.
No, she needs to know if she has a way to get around. You can probably ask the question differently.
Yeah.
Ms. Congrove, you realize that if you are released on a mental health PR bond, that you're going to have to get to LifePath in order to follow through with your bond conditions. How do you plan on getting to those appointments?
As soon as I find out where my vehicle and how I can get my vehicle, I'll have a vehicle.
In the meantime, while your vehicle is not available, how are you going to get to those appointments though? Because if you miss them, you'll be in violation of your bond conditions.
I'm sure my boss will either get me there or get a vehicle for me.
Judge, I'm going to interrupt real quick. The recommendation for LifePath is that she do the inpatient first.
She's going to be at LifePath for a while.
Yeah. She's going to be there until they believe that she's stabilized, and then she'll be able to communicate with the people in her life that I listed that are there to help her, and hopefully somebody can figure out the car situation while she's inpatient.
That's my understanding.
Ms. Congrove, have you ever attended inpatient treatment before?
With LifePath or just treatment
In
period?
general.
It's been years.
Okay. And did you after you attended those inpatient treatment programs, were you able to continue to take medication for your anxiety and depression?
Yes, ma'am.
How many inpatient facilities have you been to?
1, 2, maybe.
How long were those stays at those inpatient facilities?
2 to 4 weeks.
Ms. Congrove, you do understand that in this particular case, you're going to have to follow all the recommendations that LifePath gives you and treatment recommendations that will be required you as recommended based off of your inpatient treatment.
Yes, ma'am.
And you think that you are going to be able to do that better than you have in the past?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No further questions for this witness.
Anything else from the defendant?
No, not unless you think I need to clarify something, Judge. I think we're good.
All right, you rest. Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state just is going to read in the defendant's criminal history.
Okay.
On November 10th, 1991, the defendant was convicted of larceny in Dallas County. On June 9th, 1997, the defendant was convicted of theft of property, an amount greater than $1,500 to $20,000, a state jail felony here in Collin County. On March 16th, 1999, the defendant was convicted of theft of property, another state jail felony here in Collin County. On March 2nd, 2004, the defendant was convicted of theft by check, Class B misdemeanor here in Collin County. Her probation was subsequently revoked and she was sentenced to 90 days confinement. On October 8th, 2004, the defendant was convicted of failed to ID, a Class A misdemeanor here in Collin County, sentenced to 6 months probation. On July 25th, 2005, the defendant was convicted of unauthorized absence in a community correctional facility, a state jail felony, and sentenced to 10 months confinement. On March 14th, 2007, the defendant was convicted of forgery of a financial instrument, a state jail felony here in Collin County. On May 3rd, 2010, the defendant was convicted of stealing or receiving stolen checks, a Class A misdemeanor in Dallas County. And then on June 29, 2010, the defendant was convicted of forgery of financial instrument, a state jail felony out of Collin County. On April 29, 2016, the defendant was convicted of possession of controlled substance, possession of controlled substance here in Collin County. And then on April 9th, 2021, the defendant was arrested for driving while intoxicated with an open container. Case is still pending here in Collin County. Then the defendant picked up this offense.
Anything else?
No, the state rests.
Any argument?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you want to go first, Don? Okay.
Well, Dawn wants her out, so I understand that.
Judge, based off of the defendant's long criminal history of being in and out, especially with theft-related offenses, and given the fact that there's a UUMV here, we would just oppose at this time. It doesn't seem like the defendant has an adequate way after being inpatient treatment to actually follow up with the mental health bond conditions. If there's any way to have the defendant go attend the inpatient treatment and then potentially have a court check-in or something to see at that time there is a more stable place for her to go in regards to getting and being able to get to her appointments at LifePath, we would be open and amenable to something like that.
Well,
And that's why we would ask that you deny it this time.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give her bond. I think let's take a shot at getting her into the program. Let's see if that helps a little bit, and then get her back on her meds. And then we'll be checking her from time to time, making sure she's doing okay. She has to call Tony every week, and I'll see her once a month, and we'll know whether she makes it through the CRU unit. If you leave the unit before you're supposed to, you're violating your bond. If we catch you using things that aren't supposed to be used, you'll be violating your bond. If you're not calling Tony, you'll be violating your bond. There's a whole bunch of ways you'll get put back in jail. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of this one shot that you have. Your history, your criminal history is pretty heavy. And usually I wouldn't give you a bond, but I think we need to give you a shot at getting cleaned up a little bit and fixed
Thank
up
you,
a little
sir.
bit. So, okay. Tony's going
Thank
to
you,
talk
sir.
to you real fast, and then we'll get you out of here.
Thank you.
Cindy, my name is Tony Fox. I'm the case manager for the mental health bond, and I just want to introduce myself to you. I've arranged for LifePath to pick you up and take you to their facility, and they'll be doing that at 3:00 today. There should be a folder that's given to you from the jail that should be in your property, but if not, LifePath has my contact information. They'll make sure that you get it if you ask for it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
All
could I
right, and I'll be talking to you. Part of my job is to help make sure that all the decisions you're making are decisions that will keep you out of jail and not in jail, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good luck.
Judge,
Thank you.
could I tell the client something very fast?
Sure.
Thank you. Ms. Congrove, I actually filed for this a couple weeks ago, but the county courthouse caught fire. I'm sure you were made aware. And then there's only 2 times that this judge is able to hold these hearings a week. And so we couldn't get in last Thursday to do it. So it was today, okay?
Yes,
And then
ma'am.
also I've been in contact with Judge Bronchetti, and I have not filed for an examining trial because I was hopeful that you would be released today on this, okay?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's why we didn't do that. Next, the state does have the UUMB, and I do anticipate they're going to indict it pretty soon. So we'll have to start making appearances in court, okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you have the same phone number for me. You can text it like you have been in the past. And I don't know, they don't know where your DWI is, but I'm sure they'll get filed at the same time and we'll move forward accordingly. I know that you have been a little upset because you didn't think I was coming to see you, but I was told by the jail after I waited an hour and a half to see you that you had bonded out. So, I'm on my cases. Judge knows I'm on my cases, and I've got your best interests at heart. I haven't started to work on these. Please don't give up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay with me staying on your cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge, thank you for that.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
We have Mr. Powell.
Hey, Judge.
What's going on?
Here we are. Okay.
Mr. Powell, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Titus Leon Powell?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand you're charged in this case with failure to ID?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to go over the case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney's online with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of failure to ID, how do you plead?
Guilty, sir.
I accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, send you to 40 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 145 days. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about anything?
No, sir, Your Honor.
All right, good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes. See you later. Thanks.
Bye.